The price you see on the shelf isn't always the price you pay, and most people never even realize it until it's too late. Big box retailers are using subtle pricing tactics that inflate your grocery bill without you ever noticing at checkout.
As if there wasn't more reason to hate Walmart.
Kroger has the ability to change the prices of their products depending on the image of the person buying them.
These tactics don't rely on fine print or hidden fees. They happen in plain sight, and few people know how to spot them. And this couldn't be happening at a worse time.
We already know that 1 in 4 Americans struggle with food insecurity.
That's why we made this video. To break down what's happening, show you how these tactics work, and give you the information you deserve so you can decide how and where to spend your hard-earned money.
If you thought things could not get any more dystopian, I'm so sorry to be the one to break your bubble, but what the actual...
Are you a frequent flyer or someone who uses Uber often? If so, you've probably noticed that prices can change depending on the time of day, the day of the week, or even how busy things just happen to be at that moment. That kind of price shifting is known as dynamic pricing. It's why someone might wait out rush hour, choose a different route home, or plan a trip that maybe doesn't coincide with a popular event in the same area. But what most people don't realize is that this same pricing logic isn't limited to travel anymore. Increasingly, it's being built into everyday systems, reportedly even including the way some stores price the food you eat and other essentials you buy.
These are the new digital price screens. The whole goal of these is to adjust the prices on the items as they become more in demand. So for example, right now these are 90 cents. Let's say around 6 o'clock or during the busier time, these will go up to $1. They'll fluctuate based off demand.
That's right. It all comes down to digital price tags, also called digital or electronic shelf labels. Small digital displays that replace traditional paper price tags on store shelves. They are connected wirelessly to a store's central pricing and inventory system, allowing prices to be updated instantly with just a click instead of manually changing paper labels. These electronic displays typically use e-ink or LCD screens, which are similar to a Kindle's display, to show product prices, names, and sometimes additional information, and they can be updated in real time across an entire store or chain.
If you go into a grocery store after 5 p.m., which is when most people are off of work, you're going to be paying way more for your groceries. Also going to be raising prices only to maximize profits, so they can raise it as much as they want based on the hour.
These companies that are utilizing digital shelf pricing seem to be going beyond saving money, and instead they have been taking a few extra dollars from you, the shopper. And as news about this rise in dynamic pricing, otherwise known as surge pricing, swirled, people didn't hold back their disgust.
Dynamic pricing is absolutely insane.
Walmart just dropped digital price tags. That's not innovation, that's temptation with Wi-Fi. They can change the price mid-walk. $2.18 when you grab it, $3.12 by the register. We used to fight inflation, now it updates itself. At this rate, clearance aisles need refresh buttons.
So basically price gouging due to demand. Okay, we are so cooked in this dystopian era. Guys, no. Like, we actually just can't be allowing this to happen. Yeah, but DoorDash and stadiums have the right to do that because it's not necessities. When a grocery store does it, it is quite literally stock trading. I'm so over Walmart, and I haven't purchased from them for over a month because they are price gouging. I don't intend to buy from them anymore. Walmart infuriates me. It's called dynamic pricing or surge pricing. I'm in New Jersey. I went to my local Walmart and noticed that the store is using digital price tags in the clothing section. I'm not happy about this. Will the price of clothing change tomorrow, higher or lower? I'd be really upset if an item I bought today was priced lower on Monday. At least with paper price tags, the prices stayed the same until the items were marked down on sale.
I enter the Walmart, right? I go buy something, there's surge pricing, so it goes up. Everything in my cart is literally more expensive than when I put it inside of the cart. You know how insane that is? It is more expensive than when I put it inside of the cart because I am just walking around the goddamn Walmart.
Some even claim that the prices have changed right before their eyes.
Oh my God, look. these price tags started updating right in front of me. This is crazy, dude. Oh my god, that cup went up in price. I wish I would have... I had to, like, get my camera going, right? So there was a delay. Dude, this was under $2. I don't know, I don't remember exactly. Maybe it was like $1.98, now it's $2.18, but like... Oh, wait, did that just go down? I'm trying to see if I can catch it on camera. I've never been in a store and actually watched the price of something go up right in front of me as I walked up to buy it.
And that's what makes people feel helpless, because you can't budget off a flyer if the price can update at random points throughout the day. But if companies are going to squeeze every extra dollar out of us with algorithms, we're trying to build buffers wherever we can. And today's sponsor, Cash Giraffe, is a great way to do this. Cash Giraffe, available for free on iOS and Android, with no ads and no credit card needed at any stage. It is a rewards platform where you can earn extra money doing things you already do on your phone, like playing games. When you open Cash Giraffe, you'll see a list of offers on your home page. Once you opt into an offer, a bunch of tasks will appear to earn gems. Our team has been into the puzzle games there. They're a nice way to unwind and still feel like you're using your brain. Way better than getting sucked into doom scrolling. Once you're playing, you'll see the gems add up in the app. And when you have enough, you can exchange the gems for withdrawable funds. It's really that easy. There are daily and weekend promos, and you will get extra gems for playing during bonus events. You can cash out starting from 30 cents. It's a very low minimum requirement, and via PayPal, Amazon gift cards, top brand coupons, and more. So to get a little extra cushion for those unexpected grocery price changes, scan the QR code on screen or click the link in the description to get started with Cash Giraffe today. Oh, and there's a welcome bonus, up to 3,999 gems for new users. Now, back to the digital price tags changing in real time. We know these tags can be updated instantly, but are they really changing in front of your eyes like that TikToker claimed? To be fair, we didn't see the tag before he hit record, and he admits it could be a glitch.
And now it's glitched out and it isn't showing the price anymore. I'm not sure what's going on here.
The thing is, digital price tags have actually been around for a while. The idea first popped up in the late 1980s and early 1990s, when big retailers started looking for faster ways to update prices without printing, cutting, and taping thousands of paper tags by hand. Early versions were already being tested in stores by the 1990s, especially in Europe. But as time has gone on, technology has improved, and inflation has risen. That combination has given major retailers a strong incentive to find any way they can to shave costs, even if it's just a few dollars at a time. Retailers argue that digital price tags, while they can cost roughly $5 to $20 per label depending on size, features, and display type, end up saving companies significant money in the long run, mainly by reducing labor and pricing errors. Walmart in particular has been open about those efficiency gains. In a corporate blog post, Daniela Boskin, a Walmart food and consumables team lead whose Texas store was among the first to implement digital shelf labels, described just how dramatic the change was. A price change that used to take an associate 2 days to update now takes only minutes with the new DSL system. And it doesn't stop there. Many of these digital shelf labels also include LED indicator lights, making it easier for employees to locate items for restocking, picking online orders, or verifying prices, further cutting down the time staff spend walking aisles. So price changes can now happen faster than ever and with fewer employees involved. From a retailer's perspective, that efficiency adds up. After all, why pay someone to do it when technology can do a job more efficiently? But since around 2018, digital price tags have been becoming far more common. Retail giants like Kroger, Walmart, and Target have all begun replacing traditional paper tags with digital ones, and by most accounts, this is only the beginning. According to a 2025 article by CNBC, the global market for digital price tags was estimated at $1.85 billion in 2024 and is projected to reach $7.54 billion by 2033, as reported by Grand View Research. But how can these price jumps from shelf to checkout even happen? Isn't the price, in most cases, supposed to be printed on the item itself as well? Well, it seems Walmart has found a way around that. Some shoppers are claiming that Walmart doesn't have prices on their clothing anymore. And you know how some tags have the price below a perforated edge, presumably to make it easier to remove the price for the purpose of gifting? Some shoppers have been exposing Walmart for having their employees rip those prices off the bottom of the tag so that people will only be able to go off of the shelf or scanned prices. But as this TikToker revealed, the problem comes when they miss a few prices and shoppers are able to get a comparison. And more Walmart shoppers took to TikTok to share their own findings, revealing that the change from the shelf price and the individual price was actually pretty noticeable.
Guys, my mother-in-law sent me the video of the woman who was at Walmart and was saying how they are taking off the perforated tags and hiking up the prices on their clothes. But some of the employees are missing certain items, so it will say what the price is actually intended to be or what it's originally to be, and it's not a lie. Walmart is doing this. Look.
So why not allow each item to have their own price? Well, TikToker Nicole Rhea decided to ask an associate about this.
Do you know why there's not prices on the actual tags?
Because of the tariffs. Yes, ma'am. Because all of our stuff comes from China.
Okay, so how do you get a price?
I'll give you a price.
Okay.
But when she grabbed the item she wanted a price for, she was given a few other answers.
Everybody asks us why we don't have prices on clothing.
Well, because some of it does, some of it doesn't.
Yeah, the Walmart one, everybody have the app in the phone.
Walmart wants everybody to have the app. Okay.
And while a few other commenters agreed with the Walmart associate that tariffs were to blame for the fluctuating prices, that's what tariffs do. Those are the tariffs that China was supposed to pay. Nicole made a connection with what the sales associate who was off camera said and believes that there is more going on than meets the eye.
Y'all know Walmart does not put prices on their clothes anymore, right? That's because they can change the price once they get to the register based on your buying habits and your information in the app, just like Amazon does. Depending on the time of day and what they think you'll pay for it, you'll see a variance by $1, $2, but next time you're there, check it out. You won't find prices on these tags anymore.
And while Walmart has not publicly confirmed that price tags are being removed to enable dynamic pricing, and explanations from employees and shoppers have varied, commenters were quick to share their thoughts. Some were shocked and angered. No prices, I don't buy it. That enrages me. Why I stopped shopping there. While others were figuratively not buying it. As a Target employee, this is definitely not what that means. As a Walmart fashion associate, this made me giggle. That's not a thing. But Nicole's not the only one putting the use of the Walmart app and removed price tags together.
Here's what's happening. These companies are tracking what you and I buy, where we live, even what kind of phone we use. They use algorithms to figure out the maximum amount you might be willing to pay, and then they charge you that amount.
This really doesn't seem to just be a wild theory. Because while retailers frame these changes as efficiency upgrades, consumer advocates warn about where this kind of pricing technology could lead. You know those loyalty apps that have become the norm? They collect detailed data about what you buy, how often you shop, and how you respond to discounts. That data can be used for what's known as personalized or surveillance pricing, where shoppers receive different offers discounts, or prices based on their data profile.
There was massive uproar about Target like collecting and saving data on what purchases you make to like offer you coupons for related things at a later date. It would be like if Target remembered that you bought a pregnancy test, then in several months they might give you a coupon for diapers, that kind of thing.
In January 2025, the Federal Trade Commission revealed that the companies can use everything from a shopper's location and purchase history to mouse movements in abandoned carts to inform individualized pricing systems. And commenters share that they've been witnessing it themselves and are worried about what this means for their bills. That happened to me on Monday. I went to buy 2 pairs of pants for my son's new job. The tag said $12.98, but it rang up to $13.98. Thankfully, I was doing self-checkout because I probably wouldn't have noticed if I went to the cashier. I called the manager over and they fixed the price for me. I noticed that the other day. I was looking at a few clothes and the price tags were missing, but thought someone just ripped them off. Wow, what a sneaky way to trick people. Makes sense now. I noticed the no price tag a couple of weeks ago. I didn't know what was going on. Then a woman pushed through and was screaming to herself, "Where is the price?" It was just a horrible feeling to know there was nothing we could do. My groceries bills have gone up so much. Kind of makes you wonder if doing away with price tags, if you are an app shopper, you place an order online, then if a price changes before they charge your card, if you'll end up paying the higher price. I only say this because if they are doing what you just shared, why wouldn't they do it to the other? Now I will watch my online order prices even more closely. This kind of pricing has already been documented online, and experts say technologies like digital price tags could one day make it possible to bring similar practices into physical stores, even though there's no verified evidence that major grocers are currently doing that at the shelf. But is it all bad? All you have to do is keep an eye on your purchases as you grab them and when they ring up. Supposedly simple enough for some. After all, another claim that companies using this tech are making in favor of them, besides profit margins and efficiency, it's supposedly going to reduce food waste.
Corporations are saying that this will reduce food waste because then the people won't want to buy more than they need, even though corporations do more food waste than we actually do.
That's right. And they're also saying that prices could be lowered when an item is closer to going bad in order to get it moved out the door faster, in turn keeping them from having to throw it in the trash. Reducing food waste is great, though there are likely other avenues these corporations could take to make that happen. In terms of using digital price tags, some things really should be non-negotiable. But what followed was a wave of viral videos making a very specific and very serious claim.
Kroger just rolled out surge pricing using facial recognition technology. This means that Kroger has the ability to change the prices of their products depending on the image of the person buying them.
Across TikTok, creators began claiming that retailers could use facial recognition to change prices in real time based on who a shopper is, a notion that quickly sparked outrage and fear.
I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people were not expecting facial recognition, okay? So essentially what's gonna happen is, as you walk down the aisles to shop, companies will be able to use facial recognition to then change the price on items as individual shoppers shop. This might change based on race, on age, on perceived socioeconomic status. And so it might even get to a point where individual shoppers will be paying different prices for different items based on facial recognition, which is obviously gonna get out of hand.
Kroger is gonna put these cameras on the shelves and you're gonna be walking by looking for your little top ramen noodles, let's just say for example, and the camera gonna zoom in on your face. 25 years old, black woman, lives in Atlanta, Georgia, is willing to pay $1 for a pack of noodles. Even though the pack of noodles is set at 25 cents right now, immediately they're gonna go up to $1.
At the time, these claims spread so widely that many people assumed something like this was already happening.
Did y'all see that Kroger's is now using facial recognition technology to decide how much your groceries are going to cost you specifically? No, this is not, unfortunately, satire and exaggeration or an excerpt from a dystopian YA novel. No, Kroger is literally partnering with Microsoft to combine surge pricing with facial recognition technology so that it will scan your face and decide based on your features how much they're going to charge you for groceries. Because definitely, for sure, nobody can think of any super illegal, up and discriminatory ways that could be used, right? I just, again, am baffled by who thought this was a good idea and why, especially with the massive pushback we've been seeing against the idea of surge prices in general without the racism, sexism, misogyny element.
Now, to be fair, a lot of these claims still aren't proven, but experts warn this technology could absolutely be used this way if it isn't kept in check. And for a lot of people, that possibility alone was enough to cross a line, especially when it came to what this could mean for their families. My son is autistic and only eats like 10 very specific items, can't even switch between brands. This is going to be bad if they figure this out and increase those items I specifically enter. And some even claim to already have been subjects of profiling. I was at Kroger with a family member a couple weeks ago, and at self-checkout, the machine kept recognizing that we were stealing, and a worker had to unlock the machine 3 times. We are both persons of color. I'm not, but I have tattoos and piercings and am very 90s grunge. I get flagged at both Walmart and Kroger every single time. But just because the idea went viral, does that mean that it was true? Back in 2024, when word first began spreading about facial recognition being brought into the equation, a U.S. Congresswoman published a letter to the chairman and CEO of Kroger on her X, formerly Twitter, account, writing, "Families are struggling to put food on the table. I sent a letter to Kroger about their decision to roll out surge pricing using facial recognition technology. Facial recognition technology is often discriminatory and shouldn't be used in grocery stores to price gouge residents." The post went viral and currently sits at 13 million views, further spreading the idea of the new technology. TikToker TJ broke down that letter.
Rashida Laib, I believe that's how you pronounce her last name, is a lawyer, but she's also the U.S. representative for the 12th Congressional District of Michigan. She wrote this letter to the chairman and CEO of Kroger, and she starts the letter off by talking about how families across the country are struggling to keep up with inflation. She also says that there's a growing concern about technology like facial recognition and behavioral tracking that is driving up our unaffordability crisis. She then goes on to raise concerns about electronic shelving labels, aka digital price tags. And then she goes on to break down just how many Kroger stores are in the Michigan area. Now, she says that through a partnership with Microsoft, she understands that Kroger is intending to place cameras at digital displays using facial recognition technology to determine gender and age of customers. And let me tell you why. This is about to get good, y'all. It's about to get crazy. That type of technology will help Kroger to use customer data to build personalized profiles of each customer. Keep up with me now, to determine the maximum price of goods customers are willing to pay.
And TJ went on to explain how the Congresswoman finished up the letter with a call to action, asking the head of Kroger to answer a series of questions.
She said that it'll be abused in the pursuit of profit, surging prices on essential goods in areas with already little to no grocery stores. So she's given them until November the 1st of this year to answer these 6 questions about what I just broke down to you. Can a customer opt out of being surveilled and discriminated against? What kind of safeguards for privacy will be in place? How are you intending to protect private data for consumers? And then if you do get all this private information, where are you going to store it at? What you going to do with it? How will the dynamic pricing work? Will you publicly publish information about the algorithm? Are there plans to sell this data that you will be collecting? Will customers who want to shop at Kroger but not be subject to these type of facial recognitions, will they have Kroger stores to go to that will not be utilizing this technology? Will every single product include a digital price tag like produce, milk, eggs? Chairman Rodney, get back to us because the people want to know.
So, did Kroger reply? And if so, what did they have to say about the allegations in line of questioning? In short, Kroger did respond, but not in the way lawmakers asked. There is no publicly available record that Kroger published or made public a point-by-point written response addressing those questions by the stated deadline. But they did issue a series of public statements through the media where they denied using facial recognition technology in its stores for pricing and said it does not engage in surge pricing or change prices based on who a customer is. According to Fox 2, a statement by Kroger read, "Kroger's business model is built on a foundation of lowering prices to attract more customers. Everything we do is designed to support this strategy, and customers are shopping more with Kroger now than ever because we are fighting inflation and providing great value." To be clear, Kroger does not and has never engaged in surge pricing. Any test of electronic shelf tags is designed to lower prices for more customers where it matters most. To suggest otherwise is not true. But either way, consumers aren't being entirely left to the wolves when it comes to the choices made by big corporations. In 2024, lawmakers in Kentucky passed the Kentucky Consumer Data Protection Act, a new privacy law that's set to go into effect this year. It was reported that the act establishes certain consumer rights relating to personal data, including the right to delete personal data provided by the consumer. Kentucky's law is part of a broader wave of state-level privacy protections taking shape across the country. States like California, Colorado, Virginia, Connecticut, Utah, and Texas have all enacted laws that give consumers the right to access, delete, or opt out of certain uses of their personal data. While these laws don't ban technologies like digital price tags outright, they are designed to give shoppers at least some control and transparency over how their data is collected, stored, and used, especially as retailers adopt more advanced pricing, tracking, and personalization systems. Whether digital price tags end up helping shoppers or hurting them, the reality is this: consumers can't afford to shop on autopilot anymore. Watching shelf prices, checking receipts, and being mindful of how much data you're giving away now matters more than ever. And if something rings up higher than the price you saw on the shelf, speak up. Stores often fix these mistakes, but only if customers notice and challenge them. If you enjoyed this video and found it informative, consider liking and subscribing. It's the best thing to help us continue creating videos like these.